Alright, real quick before this video gets started, I do want to thank you guys so much for just absolutely destroying yesterday's light goal. Yesterday's light goal was 20, and I think we're currently sitting at like 32 on that video. So thank you guys so much for, just destroying that light goal. We're going to raise it up today, light goal of 35. Let's see if we can hit 35 likes on today's video. I'm sure you guys can do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Otherwise, little Nezuko here is going to stay upset. You don't want to upset Nezuko. We want a happy Nezuko around here. So make sure to hit that like button, or you're gonna upset little Nezuko over there. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the DS Asylum. I'm your warden, Dimitri Strine, and today I want to talk about LF Full Power Jiren and what I believe his best normal team setup is, as well as the team I think benefits the most from having him in the leader slot. And you're probably going to see that there's only one of his tags is actually one of his decent setups. The other ones are kind of just yikes. But taking a look here at Full Power Jiren, if we take a look at what he does, I forgot to turn that off, Jesus. If we actually take a look at what he does, he is very useful in a lot of regards. Penetrate sustained damage cut with blast armor on the strike card. He gets ki back on the blast. His fucking super hits like a truck, especially if the opponent is fainted. AoE green card that does a lot of crap. Supreme impact ultimate. So even just in his arts cards department, he is very good. The main ability is, while not, overwhelmingly powerful, it is still very good. Pretty decent Z ability, especially if we're talking leader slots. 32% blast attack and strike defense with an extra 15% blast defense. Very, very good. Extra damage against Saiyans, reduced damage received. He gets so many buffs when enemy uses the Rising Rush, which is crazy, and it can activate twice, except his endurance, that only activates once. But the amount of buffs that he can get just from an enemy using a rush, and it doesn't even have to actually hit Jiren. He can not even be on the battlefield when the rush is active, and he'll still get all those buffs twice. So he really punishes you for using your rush. And then on top of that, he's very annoying with the arts card cost up. So Jiren is very powerful. Don't pay attention to that team. That's just what I was doing the battle gauntlet with. One of the teams that I want to talk about, which I think personally is one of his best setups, is this powerful opponent team right here with Corrupted Zamasu and the Zenkai Full Power Frieza in the leader slot. So the reason why this team is very good is because everyone plays off of each other very well. The synergy here is very good. You have two AoE greens between Jiren and Zamasu, plus a counter green with Frieza. So no matter what, if your opponent does anything while any of these characters are on screen, you can either vanish them and immediately get priority, or you can just get priority with Frieza. Frieza is incredibly tanky and has his own endurance, so this team basically has double endurance because you can let Frieza take the first rush, and then that gives Jiren his endurance, so you end up replacing Frieza's with Jiren's, and then Jiren will still also have endurance, so even if your opponent either gets another rush or does whatever, he can tank it. Right? And there are also situations where Frieza just straight up won't die to a rush. Frieza is so tanky that there are legitimately times where he just won't even die to the rush, and then you just exist with double endurance. It's actually crazy. Zamasu is not tanky at all, but he's more just meant to hit you really hard. He's the guy that's going to do a bunch of damage, get you priority. He's the one that you probably want to rush with, because he will nullify endurance off the main ability. So you pop the main ability, you pop a green card for a type neutral lock-in rush, and he's pretty much just going to kill anything in the game. Corrupted Zamasu is just still to this day very good, almost a year in. And I just think this setup works. We also have a Zenkai buff down there for Jiren. Now, Janemba is giving the double defense buff to Zamasu and Frieza, because Frieza's in the leader slot and Zamasu's a regen unit, but he is not giving his normal Z ability to Jiren. But honestly, I'm not that worried about it, mainly because Janemba is providing the Zenkai buff, so it doesn't really hurt him too bad. And I don't exactly build Jiren very defensively on this team. If we take a look at the equipment here, Jiren is very much offensive. We got ki recovery, special move, blast. This one is double blast, blast defense, and then this one we've got blast defense, more key recovery, more special move damage, and strike attack. So Jiren is built very well. Taking a look at the other ones on Frieza, he's got this one for some good defenses. This is like a must run. I'm still trying to get a better roll. The roll of this equip is not good. I definitely need to get a better roll of it. And then I just recently put this one on because I kind of wanted Frieza to do a little bit more damage. I'm gonna see. Usually I would not have this equip on this Frieza. I would go for another more defensive equip, but I just wanted to see if I could like just pack on that special move damage and just like one shot everyone after I pop his main ability, and then also just give him a bit more blast. And then Zamasu over here is just rocking double strike attack, a lot of critical strike defense. This one over here, blast defense, special move, ultimate, more strike. And then this one gives him health restoration. All right, phone is dying. Ain't that amazing? Health restoration, blast attack, strike attack, just double attack. Let me grab my charger real quick. Hold on. All right, now that the phone is not dying, let's continue. I also just recently put this equipment on Zamasu as well. I usually had a more strike-oriented equip on him, but I figured the health restoration will be good since he is healing himself every single time he uses a card. So that one is good. And when it comes to Broly and the Green Jiren, they're more there for bench, but you can use them, right? You can use them. Broly's rocking this. Lot of pure strike. So Broly will do a lot of damage. And then I kind of just put whatever on Jiren. He's got double attack, health, the must run, and then this one just for a bunch of strike attack. And then Janemba, obviously, I'm not using Janemba. So his equipment was just what brought my ability bonus up the most, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, this team has a lot of really good synergy. It just plays off of itself so well. There's a lot of really strong mechanics. There's 2 units with Supreme Impact ultimates and 2 units with AoE green cards. And then also 2 units with endurance. So this team is very annoying to fight, and it is, I would say, Jiren's best setup for an all-arounder team, something that's good offensively and defensively. I would say this is the best all-around team for Jiren. But in terms of the team that gets helped by Jiren the most, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it's girls. I think Jiren honestly does make the girls team like really viable, because he's everything that this team needed. He legitimately covers every single thing that the team needed. Like 18 has all the utility and the tanking. Caulifla and Kale have a lot of utility and a lot of damage. And then all they really needed was another like utility kind of unit that had the endurance and that had the AoE green, and Jiren fulfills that. Jiren fulfills every single thing that this team needed. And I think if you want to run like this girls team, you gotta put Jiren in the leader slot, because he just helps the team out so fucking much. He really does. Jiren is just an absolute godsend for this team. In terms of the equipment that I'm using on this team, take a look at it right here. His equipment is a little bit different because I gave Caulifla and Kale some of my equips. So he's rocking this one. He's also got this one because I wanted to give him more health since we have Mai on the bench. So the more health he has, the better. And then obviously this one. Basically, I just replaced this one with this one because I gave that to Caulifla and Kale. 18 is rocking the double strike attack and health. Again, gotta give him health. She's rocking this one, double attack, double defense, and she's also rocking this silver equip here, which gives her extra Vanish Gauge recovery, which is incredibly powerful for 18 because of how much Vanish Gauge she restores when she uses the green card. It pretty much guarantees that the green card will immediately fully restore your Vanish. I was going to give one to Caulifla and Kale, but I wanted them to be more offensively based. Even though she's the only Saiyan on the team, I still figured this equip was pretty decent for her. 5% to Pure Blast is still good. Then she's got this one, obviously, and then she's got this one. We don't really use the other units on the team. We can bring Red Kefla, so I'll show you her equipment real quick. Got this one, and this one for some pure strike. And then, yeah, like, honestly, I really do like how the girls team just functions. The synergy on this team, again, just like the powerful opponent team, the synergy on this team is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why, but in my initial video using this team, I really harped on the fact that Caulifla and Kale and Jiren had outstanding synergy with each other, to the point where there were matches where I legitimately never switched 18 in a single time because Caulifla and Kale and Jiren just played off of each other so incredibly well. It's honestly amazing how well this team works, and I think if you have the stars on the girls units, I think you should try this team out because it works really fucking well. It honestly does. But I think that is going to be just about it. Just 2 teams. I don't want this video to go on for 50 minutes. Let me know what teams you guys have been running Jiren on in the comments down below. And also, do be sure you're hitting that like button. 35 likes. Let's hit 35 likes. You're gonna make little Nezuko upset. Make sure you're hitting that like button. But that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that join button if you can. It really does help the channel out. All the links you could ever want are in the description down below. And I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Peace.